today.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got this almost... before going out.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Oakley.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Oakley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. He can't hang.
To throw is Castillo, throwing on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Bears now at 2-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a handoff up the middle. Oakley, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw. Castillo. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Let's go, D. Mike 56, Mike.
Looking to throw. Castillo firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Move. 4 down. Check.
Back to throw. Castillo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Up the middle they go. Oakley about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Oakley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Whiting, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On third down, Oakley, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Castillo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now throwing on first down and completing it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Oakley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Up the middle they go. Whiting. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Chicago first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whiting. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Up the middle they go. Oakley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Castillo off the play fake. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10.
The Seahawks send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70, Hawk 70.
Now Castillo on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Whiting, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Castillo. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down now, Oakley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Armstrong. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19.
Off play action. Castillo. And he'll be hit as he releases it and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Oakley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 37 yards. Castillo throwing to start the drive.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Castillo looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd and 12.
He's back to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely. So the victory here for Seattle, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Seahawks,
They snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
and they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6.